Thanks everybody for watching. Welcome back to the channel. I've got a special treat at the range today, and my wife, Mrs. Poe Performance. You want to do an intro or anything?
No, that's okay.
She's just here to shoot, so that's what we're going to do, and it's going to be kind of a shooting comparison video, and I'll give you a couple of reasons why we're doing this. First of all, we know how popular the P365 is, but the PPS M2 is also really popular for concealed carry. Both are great firearms, and Mrs. Poe Performance is going to see which one she would like to start carrying after today. And she shot the 365. We did a video on that. You guys watched it maybe with the operator malfunction video. And she's looking at, I guess, upgrading the caliber. Several years ago, a couple of years ago, she started with a revolver Ruger LCR chambered in .22 long rifle, and I know some people say it's not optimal for self-defense. Well, really no pistol round is if you want to get down to it, but that handgun is better than carrying nothing, and we knew down the road possibly she would work into being able to boost that up. So she's ready to do that, and 9mm is obviously a great choice for self-defense, and these are two great options definitely for anyone, but definitely females also, because they shoot really well. Before we get to the range here and start shooting though, a quick question for Mrs. Poe Performance. What is it about the shooting experience that you have not enjoyed in the past?
The recoil from the gun.
Okay. So the recoil.
Yes.
Okay, and this is something that ladies out there, don't be intimidated or think you're weird or you're a wimp because you're afraid of. It's an explosion going on in that thing, and honestly, I've seen guys that are afraid of recoil, so it's not a woman thing or it's not a sissy thing. It's something you have to train through and get used to if you haven't trained a lot or shot a lot of firearms. So just kind of the explosion in general, the sound, the recoil, just a whole shooting experience.
Right.
Now, do you feel empowered though, since you have started carrying even the Ruger? Do you feel more empowered, just a little better able to protect you and whoever's with you?
Yes, absolutely, and I think I consider it more now, especially when I'm by myself. Just that I have that layer of protection, and that I'm capable of taking care of myself if I need to. Right,
that's a great point. You know, a lot of ladies do late night trips to, stores, whether it's Meijer, Walmart, whatever.
Ulta.
Ulta, gas station, whatever, and it's just nice to know that. Your wife or your significant other has got a way to defend themselves if the worst were to happen. So enough of us blabbing. We're going to get set up here, and we're going to put some rounds on steel and on paper, and we're going to get Mrs. Poe Performance's opinions on the Sig P365 and the Walther PPS M2. All right, we're loading up the P365 first with the flush fit 10 round mag. And Mrs. Poe Performance is going to be shooting at the left orange duct tape. Nice and smooth. There you go. Very nice. Excellent. There you go. Hold that dot right over the orange and press it soft, press it smooth. Good. Go. All right, you lock back. Very nice. Right. Printing a little low, but you know what? It's a good group. You know what I mean? And you don't shoot often, you know? Very nice. Now what we're doing also is we're loading these to capacity. So the flush fit is 10 rounds in a 365. The flush fit for the PPS is 6. I realize there's a discrepancy there, but we want to shoot these to full capacity just the way you would carry them. All right, the right orange one this time. Here's the Walther PPS 6 round flush fit mag. smooth. Okay, you're good. Go back to the 10 rounder with the finger extension. What'd you think of that?
I actually think I like this one.
You like the PPS?
Yeah, the recoil is not as bad.
It's a soft shooter, but as far as the first mag goes, you definitely shot the 365 better.
Right.
Now that's going to be probably that trigger press. The trigger on the 365 is ridiculously good. So, all right, let's move on to the finger extension 10 rounder in a 365.
Okay. This is a 10.
That is the 10 rounder with the finger extension. Does that feel pretty good in your hand?
Yeah.
All right, you're on the left tape this time. Good, nice and smooth on that trigger. Follow through. You want to see those sights after you shoot too. They want to be right back on target. Nice and smooth. Don't jerk, press. Okay, should lock back. All right, now our 7 rounder with the PPS.
Feel like I'm getting a little shaky. Alright.
There we go. Remember, cover that with the front sight. Keep those sights level. Cover that orange dot with the sight. Press it smooth to the back. There we go. Let the recoil surprise you. Very nice. Good. That group was much better. I wonder how much of it was the flush fit mag on the PPS to make you pull it low and left. Could be. Could be. That's why we're here, right? You shot that very nicely though. Good job. All right, now the 12 rounder and the P365.
Okay.
What do you think so far?
I think I need to work out more. Just shaky and don't feel as balanced. But I know that's because I don't shoot
just a
very
training
often.
thing, right?
Right.
Yep. It's all accommodation. It's all adaptation. Your body will adapt to whatever stress you put it through. So.
And I think remembering to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Because I seem to be shaky because of not
Yep.
breathing. Obviously.
Definitely relax.
Okay.
And press the trigger to the rear. It's easy to jerk the trigger.
Okay.
Easy to jerk the trigger. Press it. Okay.
This is my 12.
Remember, let the recoil surprise you. All right, here's a 12 rounder for the 365. Just don't death grip it. Get a good solid grip, you know. Lock those wrists in. Good trigger press. There you go. Keep working. There you go. Good trigger press. Good. Okay. What do you think of that 12 rounder? How's that feel in your hands?
Feels good. I'm really liking the Walther better.
Liking the PPS, the feel of it?
Yeah, I think if I shot it more, I would be a lot more steady with that.
Right. Okay.
And,
Well, let's try the 8 rounder and the Walther then.
All right, here we go.
You're doing well. And keep in mind, everybody, that we're not doing an accuracy test. Although I will tell you, with the 365, if you notice, everything, you're low on some, but for the most part, you're pretty much centered. You know what I mean? Which is important when you're talking about self-defense, trying to keep that as close to the center line as the body as possible. But your second group with the Walther was much better. You were up there really nice. So definitely more trigger time. You might shoot it just as well or even better, you know, and if you're comfortable with a gun, it matters. All right, let's cover that orange square.
I think I may have had too much coffee today.
That never helps.
Nope.
All right.
I like the feel of that.
Good smooth trigger press. There you go. What do you think? You like that 8 rounder?
We just have 5 guns.
Oh, wait a second.
So how do I do that?
Hold on 1 second. Folks, that is malfunction. And you know what? It could be the federal aluminum, although I use that on just about every other gun. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the camera off. We'll clear this malfunction and then we'll be right back. All right, I had the malfunction, the failure to extract, and I said it could have been the aluminum ammo. It also could just be the fact that this Walther is brand new. You know, the first time you've run the 8 rounder, and I will tell you, the 8 rounder was tight to load. The other PPS that I'd had wasn't that tight loading it, so it could be magazine based as well. We'll see.
Okay. Here we go.
Let's finish this mag off. You're doing well. Okay, that should be it. All right, so just with those mags, and we'll shoot a little bit more. We'll shoot a couple rounds on steel and all and get your thoughts.
I want to shoot this again.
Okay, what do you think?
I like the Walther. Feel like I'm a little bit more steady now. I think the caffeine's worn off. So.
Okay.
I do, I really like that.
Walk up and take a look at the target here with me. Once you got the feel for the Walther, and I will say, I think a couple of these were from the PPS also right here to start, but then you had a really nice, lot better group, a lot higher, where the 365 is more centered, but it's off, you know, up and down a little more. Just 2 different guns, 2 different triggers, and feel really matters. And then, you know, once you get trigger time behind the 2, or behind whichever one you choose, you get better.
So these over are the Walther? Is that correct?
Yeah, and I think there were 2 thrown in there also down here on the 365 side that were the Walther, but your group is definitely in there for self-defense, plenty good. We're talking, you know, you're right in there at that 8-9 inch mark. So
I want to shoot the Walther again.
okay, sounds good. Let's grab the 8 rounder. I will tell you all also that malfunction that we just have with the 8 rounder, it's the only one loaded up there, the 8 rounder. As I laid it on the table, a round actually popped out, just laying there, didn't it, Charlotte? It just popped out. So I think that magazine spring's pretty tight, which I think was probably why we had the malfunction the last time.
This is the one?
This is the one, so we'll see how it runs, all right? Just get a good grip on it. Okay, same thing, let's hit the steel.
And this is how many?
That's 8 rounds. There you go. Very nice. What do you think?
Oh yeah.
You like that?
I do.
Do you think you have a winner?
We have a winner.
The Walther PPS M2, and that one ran fine.
Oh yeah.
I think with a good firm grip and you know, the magazine new, we'll get the spring broken in there. But
I'll show you again.
your shots with the PPS were nice, and in that upper chest also, you actually had a couple rounds on top of each other there. So training time, that's all you need.
Training time.
So what do you think?
I think with some practice, I will be able to carry that one.
Yeah?
Yep.
You like the Walther?
Yes.
So there you have it. You know, I love the 365. Great gun. Had really good success with it. My wife likes the PPS. It is so individual. You guys know this. It's one gun is not good for everybody. So it's important that you get out, shoot them, try them yourself, and figure out what works.